If I close my eyes, I still remember waking up to my mother and grandmother mixing chocolate, chiles, and spices on a big clay pot. And I just knew mole was on the horizon. It also meant that it was a big wedding or celebration, so it brings me many good memories. As a matter of fact, I just saw a Facebook story of the family back in Puebla doing some mole juice this week. Join me as I make mole poblano from scratch with fresh ingredients. The final result will be a plate of mole, chicken, rice, and handmade tortillas. Since mole is for special occasions, we also went to the poultry store and bought a fresh hand-picked whole chicken. You can also buy pre-made mole pasta if you don't want to make it from scratch. Let's get started. Here are the ingredients we're gonna need for the mole. Especially we need the chicken. Here is a whole fresh chicken. It's already washed and we're gonna put it in the pot in a few minutes. For the sauce, I'm gonna use these 2 bags. This one is chile pasilla entero and chile ancho entero. As you can see, there is about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 to 6 peppers on each of the bags. I'm using 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds, un plátano macho, una manzana. We're gonna use like a quarter of an onion, pumpkin seeds. I have a quarter of peanuts and a quarter of almonds. I'm gonna use 2 chili chipotle juice so it's a little bit spicy. 2 garlic cloves, a little bit of cinnamon, just a little bit. And I have 5 black pepper, whole, and 5 whole cloves. And I have a pinch coriander seed. And the sweet part, we have a little bunch of raisins, piloncillo, a little piece, and we have 1 barra de chocolate. And we're also gonna need 1 whole bread, roll, torta, bolillo, and 1 tortilla. So let's start with the chicken first. So I have my pot here, and I'm gonna add a piece of onion, 2 garlic cloves, and I'm gonna start putting my chicken there. So please make sure you wash your hands after touching the chicken. Salt. This one is to like what you think is good for your chicken. So the next step is we're gonna start frying all the ingredients, and I'm gonna remove the stems on the peppers and some of the seeds. So as you can see, I removed the stems and the seeds. So now let's fry our peppers. I'm gonna put my pan into high, tablespoons. Let's add 5. I'm gonna let it heat. And in this pot, I have like 4 cups of water. And I'm gonna heat it because after frying the peppers, I'm gonna put them in here for a little bit. Not to boil them, just for a little bit. We're gonna fry them not for too long because we don't want them to be sour if they take too long. Just a little bit. So as you can see, I'm gonna remove them from the oil and I'm gonna put it here that I have my hot water from the lard so they can start getting soft, and it's gonna be easy to blend. As you can see, my water is not boiling, it's just hot. So I'm gonna leave them there. I'm gonna fry my chipotles, removing the stem. And again, just a little bit, and there you go. Now we're gonna fry the almonds. Oh, one of my peanuts went in. That one is not enough for the peanut. Please, when you buy your almonds, make sure they're unsalted and raw. Don't get them roasted with salt. So it's been a minute. I'm gonna remove my almonds. And now we're gonna add the peanuts. We gotta do the peanuts too for 1 minute. It's been a minute and we gotta remove the peanuts. Next, I'm gonna fry the pumpkin seeds. I'm gonna take them out just a little bit. Onion, garlic. Okay, now I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna put them here with my peppers too. Remember my plantain? I'm gonna take the skin off and I'm gonna fry that. So we're gonna put our chocolate and the piloncillo in here. And I'm gonna grab some chicken broth and we're gonna leave it here so it start softening this, especially the piloncillo because it's really hard. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna fry my apples. My apple. I cut it in pieces. So I have my little piece of cinnamon. Try to make it in tiny pieces and put it here so this one starts to soften too with the water. Remember, this one is not boiling, it's just hot water there. I don't even have it on, it's soft. And I gotta check my rice. If you guys want the recipe for my rice, you can go look at my videos. This is for my Mexican rice. So here we're gonna remove the apples after 1 minute. And we're gonna fry the raisins. The raisins just need a little bit. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a minute. Remove and put it in the pot with the peppers. Now we gotta fry the tortilla. We gotta do it in a way that it gets a little toasty, like a tostada. Remove. Now we add the torta or bolillo. Gotta do the same as the tortilla. Gotta toast it. Fry. Here I'm checking my chicken, so it's cooking good. And now we remove the torta. So now I had to toast the sesame seeds. So we gotta toast it for like a minute. And as you can see, if it starts jumping out of the pan, so you add a little bit of salt. And after a minute, you can see it's really toasty. It looks a little golden brown. And that's ready. So we put it aside. So here are all the ingredients ready to be blended. So we're gonna add the apples, the plantains, the peppers, we have the onion, the garlic in there too. Then we add the bread, the tortilla. As you can see, I cut it in half. I'm gonna add some juices from the peppers, the spices, the 5 cloves, 5 whole pepper, and the coriander seeds. We're adding some chicken broth, and the chocolates, we're not gonna add that until the end. The sesame seeds too, I'm just gonna use half and set aside the other half for the end. And now we're gonna blend. I gotta add more chicken broth, and you're gonna be doing this, adding chicken broth and mixing until you get it really good, like blended well. So we're adding more chicken broth. So now it's ready, and I have my pot here, adding some lard, and it's time to fry the sauce. And we gotta keep adding the chicken broth. And the chicken broth is that I'm gonna keep adding is so it doesn't be too thick. And now we add the chocolate, the piloncillo, and that's how it's gonna turn dark brown. That is the color of the mole. More chicken broth. And remember to keep moving with the spoon. We keep adding more chicken broth. Salt to taste. Don't forget to taste the sauce. More chicken broth. It's boiling, so now is the moment to add the chicken. And we're gonna start adding our chicken here. So make sure the mole gets on all the chicken. And we're gonna let it cook there for a few more minutes. Okay, so you can see this mole is ready. So now it's time to tune it off. I gotta make the tortillas. If you want the recipe for my tortillas, please check my other videos. So our mole is ready, and a good piece. I don't even know what's that. And remember the sesame seeds. So this is what we need, the sesame seeds. And there you go. Now you have mole poblano. And we have some fresh tortillas here too. I just finished making them. Alright, so let's try it. Look at this. This is delicious. This is really good. So please, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.